Man, that is windy, dude. You walk around that side, it's just like, whoo, right in the face. All right, I had enough of that. Our way across the Sound for the last time. We're about to cross through the passage that brings us into the Atlantic Ocean. You see over here, Long Island. We're on the motor. The wind has been on the nose all day long, so we've been motoring all day. It's like 10 knots of wind, so it's not very strong. But once we get around this corner, we should be able to put our sails up and at least motor sail. It should be a nice calm night. We're cooking some chicken on the grill. Holly's down below making a salad, and I'm sitting here navigating and watching the chicken. We're on approach to the island, so we have to pass in between the shallow reef area and then the island itself. After that, we're gonna make our turn and set ourselves up for a night passage, do one big overnight, another full day, another overnight, and then we'll arrive in Inagua. We'll arrive in Inagua that next morning, which will be Sunday morning.
36 hours later, we arrived in Great Inagua. The anchorage is pretty unprotected here, and with only one dock available in the whole island, which is first come first served, we felt very lucky that there was one remaining slip available, especially since we arrived on supply boat day, which takes up most of the dock space. We were able to stay here for about a week at only $10 a day, while we planned our next trip, checked out of the country, and explored some of the island by foot, including the famous lighthouse.
Here we are in Great Inagua. I don't know if you'll be able to hear me. Really, really windy. Great Inagua Light House. And we're gonna see if it's possible to climb to the top of it. All right, so here we are. Yeah, so like the southernmost tip of Inagua. So this old lighthouse used to warn mariners of the island and where safe water was. One of the coolest things about it is look at the very top. There's a big wind vane on it. We're gonna see if we can go inside of this thing and check it out. Dude, it doesn't look bad. Okay, let's go. Don't step on one if it looks. Whew. That must have been a very scary moment for somebody. Man, you hear the wind just howling. Cuba is that way, probably about 100 miles or so. Haiti and Dominican Republic are this way. And then Puerto Rico would be that way, and the Caribbean is that way.
Why do you think they have that canal from the ocean? Is that to collect salt over there?
All right, so what Holly was talking about, asking a question about is, if you look right there, there's a little cut in the rock into a pond. And then that's a pump, that's a lift station, a pump station. And they're pumping the water through that canal all the way over here into these salt flats. And if I had to guess, after the water gets pumped in and it's at the level they want it to be at, then they turn the pump off and let it drain naturally. These salt deposits form and they go collect all the salt. And then they process it at the plant over there, Morton Salt Plant. Okay, I see now. Look at all the handholds on the outside. See the handhold? Every corner there's a handhold. So back in the day, somebody at some point in time had to climb from that deck right there that's below us, not the white one, below the white deck is a concrete deck, onto this metal deck, up this thing to service that wind vane. We're gonna stay here for like 4 or 5 days, just long enough for this weather to lay down. As soon as we get a good weather window, we're gonna check out of the Bahamas here in Great Inagua, and then after we check out of the Bahamas, we're gonna leave the basin. We're gonna get into the deep water. You can see the deep water, the dark blue color. We're gonna come around this point right here, and we're gonna go that way. Just gonna go for 170 nautical miles. We have to travel that direction against this trade wind. But I think the boat's good for it. I think she can do it. We just need the right conditions. Check it out. See the crack. Go all the way up. Some structural problems up here. Look at this this window. It's starting to separate from the lighthouse. Big old crack right here. Goes down. One day this thing's just gonna fall apart probably. Hopefully it's not today. That was a bad day for somebody. Well, I bet you that was scary as hell. You step on that rung and it just broke.
You mean the edges like this?
Yeah, the edges. I'll step on the edges. That's where the fasteners are that hold the boards. The weakest point in the board is going to be the center of it. There you go. Got it? Oh. Yep, step on the edges. On the edges. All right, you made it. Whew, you heard the creak when she stepped on that thing? Uh-oh. On the edges, on the edges, on the edges. Whew, man, that would be a bad day. Yeah, if you look at it, the damn support for it just rusted out. You see this piece of angle iron, and it's bolted onto the main structure and then bolted to the board. On that side, see on this side there's a support. On this side the support just rusted and broke off. Alright, so let's go very slowly and softly. That's the one that creaked when you stepped on it?
Yeah.
Alright, I'm there. And then we're gonna go. Whew, made it. Not good. Okay, go. We're halfway down. That's still a long fall. Alright, so that's it. Lighthouse. That was cool. What is that thing? Holy hell, look at this. Hello? Okay, I'll hold. That's crazy. I'm waiting on Superman to fly by or something. Alright, so today is, I think it's May 4th or May 5th. It's our last night in the Bahamas. Earlier today we went and we checked out with Customs and Immigration. And we're gonna wake up at 4 a.m. in the morning, and we're gonna head over to Dominican Republic. It's about 170 miles to Luperon, and about 130 miles to Monte Cristi. I think Monte Cristi is how it's pronounced. So our goal is to make it to Luperon. We did a little bit of filming while we were here. The majority of time was just stressing out about this passage. To be completely honest, this is a stressful one for us because we're not only having to go upwind to make it to our next port, but we're also having to go across a border. So we're having to check out of the Bahamas and check into Dominican Republic. We hear Dominican Republic can be a little bit confusing. Not difficult or hard. It appears they're very welcoming to cruisers right now. No COVID test to get in the country. So that's, or I think it's a random COVID test. So whatever that means, we'll find out when we get there. Anyways, we're excited. This is what it looks like outside.
Okay, so it is 4:30 in the morning and we are getting ready to untie the lines and head to the DR.
Let's hope not to end up in Haiti.
I don't think that'll happen.
Yeah.
Is everything ready?
We're ready. We're gonna just untie the lines and go. All right, so we are approaching Mont Christie, Dominican Republic, because we are out of fuel. Yeah, we had quite a rough night last night, motoring into 22 knots of trade winds and big ass seas, and yeah, if that had happened, we would have made our port, which is supposed to be Luperon, because of how protected it is and all that good stuff. But anyways, we didn't make Luperon, so we pulled over here in Mont Christie, and hopefully we can do our check-in process for the Dominican Republic here. Our next good weather window, we'll make the 55-mile hop over to Luperon. So we'll see how that works out. But for now, we're pulling into Mont Christie, and we're just gonna see how it goes.